All right, we are back with another video, and we got trial of Garou from One Punch Man. I am not gonna lie, bro. Is he guilty? Yeah, he do be beating people up for real. I ain't gonna lie.
So after Bluefire ends up getting sent flying into the wall, all the other villains were in the room cheering like, "Oh yeah, you showed him right." Well, Garou turned around and said, "The f are you guys cheering for? You know I'm about to whoop y'all asses too, right?"
Jesus.
Serious? I'm like, what did he say f me for?
Bro, I wish I didn't get an anime physique, but actually I could. I'm black, so we'll see.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the round table. And y'all already know what time it is. Hit the poster, it's trial time, baby, for one of the deadliest YNs in anime history. And it is...
What? This video is not about me. Man, CJ, I'm not even in anime.
none other than the self-proclaimed human monster, the hero hunter Garou. And man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this motherfucker is one of Satan's greatest soldiers. If I looked at this man's playlist, it's straight Vine with a little bit of TK and a sprinkle of Melly. Cause murder?
Nah, bro, you know. Man, I'm pausing a lot, but it's my video. What would be Vaughn for sure? Vaughn off 1300. Some old G Herbo. Maybe some little baby. I ain't
was on this nigga's mind 24/7. So let's go ahead and get down to business. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit A. This trial is brought to you by, ladies and gentlemen, I now present you Exhibit A, the hero hunter. Garou. Now, like I said earlier, this man is one of anime's deadliest YNs. This man is only 18 years old, dog walking grown ass.
He was 18 the whole... Man, I thought he was like at least like 22, 23, 8. Damn, bro.
Men, like real shit. This man avidly goes around hunting down heroes and beating the shit out of them. This nigga is crazy. And I mean, bro, you could just tell by his appearance. This nigga has the signature Heihachi cut. He just doesn't have the bald spot yet. And this is all I need to see. If you have the same hairstyle as one of the biggest menaces in video game history, I'm not...
Bro, I'm not tapped in with video games, but they're stopping bullets with their teeth. Oh my... Bro, I can't be healthy for their teeth. Jeez.
You with that nigga? No! He's a smoke demon! Now, to understand why this man is a certified crash out, we have to go back and take a look at his childhood. So when Garou was a kid, he loved to watch TV and watch superhero shows. Now, when he was watching these shows, he always sympathized with the monsters and thought that they were treated unfairly and wanted them to win. So basically, to give y'all a real life example, this kid would watch Power Rangers and he would want villains like Ivan Ooze, Mesogog, and Lord Zed to win. I ain't gonna lie, if we being for real, this kid should have been put on a watch list. Now, obviously, he was...
Look, that's wrong, obviously. But you're telling me you can't have an opinion?
Bullied because of this. But one day, this nigga snapped and beat the shit out of one of his bullies. This nigga was a juvenile delinquent at the age of 5. So obviously, he got...
So what, bro? I mean, if they were bullying him, obviously their parents taught them that if you decide to bully somebody, either they're gonna bring a big old knocker to school, or you're gonna have to put these up. Because I ain't gonna lie, if you're gonna be a bully, you better know how to fight for real, or know that you're too big for anyone to take you down. Because if you're a bully that can't fight, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Be a good kid.
suspended because the principal wasn't trying to hear this guy out or nothing, even though he was the one being bullied the whole time, and he was basically just labeled as an outcast. Now, some years later, this man traveled to Bang's dojo and wanted him to train him. So Bang decided to train him, and Garou quickly became Bang's top student. Now, this is when this motherfucker crashed out. Once he learned everything he needed to learn, this man said, "Man, look, I'm done with this shit," and beat the hell out of everybody else in the dojo.
Damn it. Like, when I watch anime, usually doing homework or something else while I'm watching. But he was really moving like that. Man, how Bang not stop him right here and now? Is it like a Tai Lung situation where he was just so cold and so cool that he was like, I can't hurt my son. You feel me? Because they both have white hair. And how many people have naturally white hair? I mean, it's Bang. I mean, they didn't color the young version of him yet, right? Yeah, that might be his kid.
This man crippled every single student at that dojo that day because he simply got bored. So after this, Bang expelled him, and Garou went down the path to become a literal human monster. And his only objective was to hunt down heroes and get stronger. So not only does this man have the hairstyle of Heihachi, but also now he has the mentality of Akuma. This nigga is the walking definition of a menace to society. Now, let's dive in to the three major pieces of evidence that I have on this man for this exhibit. So,
I remember these ones.
Number one, declaring war on the Hero Association. So the Hero Association held a meeting to try to convince a bunch of villains and assassins of the underworld to help them in the monster crisis. So Garou decided to show up to this meeting, but not for the right reasons. This man came here.
Don't you think that's a little dumb? Like, as villains, you're pulling up to the Hero Association because they want your help, and you think that you have a choice. That's not a personal thing, because if I were the Hero Association, I'm going on like the suicide, the Amanda Waller squad method of either you help us, we put you in jail, or we end your lives. That's just how I'm moving personally.
To make a statement. Bro pulled up in this meeting and straight up said, AOG, I don't know what the f you talking about up there, but the only talking I'm trying to do right now is with these hands. So who wanna get fucked up first?
This nigga is crazy.
So obviously when the association heard this, they was like, who the fuck is that guy? They thought bro was straight delusional, but they were about to get one of the nastiest wake-up calls of all time. So Sitch tells the three heroes in the room to throw Garou out. So Magic Trick Man goes in to attack him. But Garou grabs dude and starts choking him to death. So this buff bastard tried to hit him, but dude pricked. Then Garou told him, ooh, hey bro, check your hand, twin. Dude looks at his arm, and his arm is just
Yeah, the people's hands should not be able to do that.
So Garou walks him down.
Ain't no way he's that fast that you didn't feel like your ligaments, your joints, your bones just get.
He flips his shit so hard, he flies across the room. So the last hero standing was Blue Fire. He shoots a fire blast at him, but in the blink of an eye.
Yes. Is he from Naruto and Avatar? Jeez.
Garou cut this man's arm off, then sent him hacking all the way to the wall and just splattered his ass. So after this man cooked 3 A-rank heroes with ease, all the other villains were in the room cheering like, oh yeah, you showed him height. Well, Garou turned around and said, the fuck are you guys cheering for? You know I'm about to whoop your ass too, right?
You serious? I'm like, what he say fuck me for?
So Garou laid
Call me a coward all you want. I'm the type of person that I see this. I was out after the second hero got beat up. Right? I see that. I'm like, I'm going home. No, thank you. I don't want to be anywhere near someone that crazy and dangerous. Oh, thank you.
Every single motherfucker in that room. So after this man just laid out, I don't know how many people, he tells old boy before he leaves, I hope this pile of bodies gets my point across. And in 6 months' time, I'm coming back and I'm coming through the front door. And he walks away like nothing happened. This man's first appearance was him laying out over 100 people. That is pure nasty work. Now, let's move on to incident 2, the reverse jumping at the park. So late one night, Garou confronted the greatest.
Oh, dang, bro. I was thinking it's gonna be like the other one. No way, that's gonna come later. But with the tank top dudes, yeah, bro. The way of the fist.
Hero of all time, Moomin Rider. And he told bro off the rip, I'm about to fuck your shit up, twin. But right before he's about to swing on Moomin Rider, a bunch of dudes in tank tops pull up behind him, and they want to jump bro. Because the reason why is because earlier that day, Garou straight up assaulted this red shirt dude in a dark alley. And the reason why he did it is because they just simply crossed paths. So dude basically beat his ass for walking too close to him. So red shirt dude decides to bring his
See, that's why I don't go outside.
and jump Garou that night. But while dude was yapping about how him and his boys are gonna mess him up, Garou puts his fist in his face and drops him off the rip. And all his boys are shook. They know they done f***ed up while Garou's yelling at him like, oh, y'all done ran up on the wrong nigga today. So Garou goes into attack, but he gets rocked and gets sent rolling down the street. And the person who rocked him was Tank Top
Good recovery. I like that.
Master. Class S rank 16. So this man is ranked number 16 in the world. So anybody else will be like, oh, hell no, I'm not fighting this buff-ass nigga. But Garou, dude was ecstatic. He was like, Class S? Oh, fuck yeah! Now we talking, nigga! So Tank Top Master slams the ground and starts charging at Garou and hitting him with his Tank Top tackle.
The cash.
Sending Garou.
Me personally, once he started making the ground shake, I would have jumped. Like, to make sure, like, I don't get affected by anything, but that's just me,
and
you know what I'm
spinning
saying?
like a Beyblade. Now, this was his signature move. So all his boys were like, yeah, man, you got him, bro. On God. No way he survives that. But Garou hits a perfect landing. And he completely ate his attack. So Tank Top Master tries to go in for another hit, but Moomin Rider decides to eat it. So
Man, bro. I get that people respect Moomin for, you know what I'm saying, having no powers and doing good and whatnot, but sometimes the powerless he just move. Bro, he's moving like a Amber, he's moving like a Gwen Stacy, bro. Just stay out the way and let the people with superpowers handle what needs to get handled.
Everybody is shocked, and Tank Top Master's like, bro, what are you doing? But Moomin Rider wanted to defuse the situation with the most powerful technique in anime history, no jutsu. He was telling Tank Top Master, you gotta stop, man. You are about to kill a human. We're supposed to protect people, not kill them. So Tank Top Master, being critically affected by Talk No Jutsu, decided, you know what? Let this be a lesson, kid. Make sure you never harm anybody ever again. So Garou was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm leaving. The bro starts walking away, and it seems that the Talk No Jutsu has affected Garou as well, until he stops and turns around and says, did you really think that Talk No Jutsu bullshit will work on me, you punk pussy bike riding bitch ass nigga? But Tank Top Master expected this and had that right hook ready, so he socks.
The double counter. He was like, ain't no way Talk No Jutsu is gonna work on him. This is not Naruto. This is One Punch Man. What we do is inside. So he's walking away to try to trick me. I have to punch first.
Garou in the face, but out of nowhere, Garou hits a counter out of nowhere, breaking dude's nose in the process. And Garou was pissed off he had to do that because he had to use Bang style to do it. Blood was like, God damn it, I hate using that old ass nigga shit. But fuck it, I'll put this nigga on a stretcher. So dude starts hitting him with a Star Platinum Jotaro style barrage, then slams him through the wall. So after Garou just
Bro, I can't wait for One Punch Man to come back. No, I'm not even the biggest fan because before I found out what filler really was, I was watching all the whatchamacallit, all the OVAs and whatnot, and whatever content I could of One Punch Man, bro.
It's annihilated, bro. Moment Rider tries to attack Garou from behind. Plants his face in the ground and starts bashing his head into the ground repeatedly. Then when he was done bashing his face in, he holds his head up for display and straight
Quit. You lame. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you don't got superpower, super strength, you know what I'm saying? Karate, get out the way.
up tells him who's next. So with a last-ditch effort, Tank Top Master decides to get up again, but Garou just backhands, putting Tank Top Master to sleep. And it was basically raps for all these other jobber tank tops. Garou just starts flowing like water right through them, knocking them all out in sync. This dude with a shitty buzz cut just whiffs. He eats an elbow because of it, and everybody else just got slaughtered. All he heard was just screams of pain while they were getting massacred by this man. So after this dude laid everybody out, one of Bang's students comes behind him and tries to sneak him, but this poor dude was just another lamb for the slaughter. Garou just destroys it.
Man, this is just free XP at this point, bro.
And after this, all you see the next morning is old boy laid out, and everybody else that was there that night was slumped. This man Garou reverse jumped their ass. Now, let's move on to Incident 3, his run-in with Metal Bat. So Garou continue his crusade of beating every hero to the brink of death in random dark alleys and knocking out ugly bastards in front of their hoes. Garou ended up running into Metal Bat. Now, Metal Bat was already hurt from fighting a giant centipede from earlier, but Garou did not give a damn. That nigga said, if you still breathing, you can still get these hands. Now put him up, nigga. Now, Metal Bat is a certified dog himself, and he ain't gonna back down from no fight. So this was just a good old scrap between two dog-ass niggas. So they get the scrapping, and Garou's already popping off early, hitting them with a nice little two-piece out the gate. So they continue to scrap, and that boy Metal Bat is swinging for the fences. If one of this nigga's hits lands, it is over. So Garou kicked him in the head, but Metal Bat hated and started swinging at this nigga. But Garou was a member of Weave Nation. This nigga's evasion skill is maxed out. Look at this, Weave nigga! And continue to full-on assault this.
Damn, he doing all the counter punches, you know what I'm saying? He doing all the counters, you know what I'm saying? He's fainting.
Man. And every time Metal Bat would try to land a hit, Garou would just bob and weave while Metal Bat was hitting straight air. So Metal Bat decides to whip out his finishing move, and he literally turns into a human tornado. But Garou said, come with it, fuck nigga! As this man starts to parry the attack, then he finds an opening, then hits this man with the demon breath, sending him flying and knocking him out cold. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, this nigga Garou is a young Heihachi. Nigga just used his rage art from Tekken 7. And Garou was talking crazy after this, saying, hey, good scrap, bootleg Yusuke. Now set your ass on the ground, punk ass nigga. But when
Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro, what happens next?
Garou thought it was over. He straight up senses murderous intent as Metal Bat is about to crack his skull open. But the only
he looks like Yami from Black Clover.
thing that stopped him in this moment was his little sister just randomly pulling up out of nowhere. She unknowingly saved this man Garou from getting his head split open. So Garou straight up backhands him, and Garou goes in for the finishing blow. But the little sister just straight up stops him, and she telling this nigga, fuck off, mister, this fight's over. So Garou just straight up said, you know what, fine. But when I run into your dumb ass again, nigga, I'm a dog walk.
I ain't gonna lie, me personally, sidestepped the little girl because she's not fast enough to catch me. Boom. Finished.
Yo ass. And Garou leaves. And after the fight, you could just see the damage he did to Metal Bat. His little sister chopped him across the head, and bro just straight up passed out from all the blood he's lost. So Garou technically cooked that nigga. And with that, we close off Exhibit A and move into Incident 4. That is just simply worthy of its own exhibit. The Garou Trial.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If they made a whole series about Garou just beating up villains, beating up heroes, I would actually watch that.
Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit. Exhibit B, the 1v8. This is simply one of those moments where you will look at this and you'll be like, damn, this guy might be a Hall of Famer when it comes to this mini shit. Because what he does right here is absolutely disgusting. So while Garou was chilling out in this shack after a fight he had with Watchdog Man and getting disrespected by Saitama, dude was just trying to lay down and recover from his injuries. So while he was slumped, 8 heroes pull up.
Mind you, they're about to fight him with his body beaten up and bruised. No time to heal. The tendons haven't recovered, so he's not any stronger. He's actually weaker. So imagine if he was at full health. Oh my god.
Up to this shack, and they only got one goal in mind, and that is Swiss cheese and Garou. So he ends up coming outside, jumps up to the roof, and just starts yelling, "Attention, pussy bitches! I'm about to dog walk your asses!" So Mr. Cowboy with his dualies started to shoot at Garou, but Garou started moving on all fours like a dog and tried to kill the cowboy off the rip. But Stinger tried to stab him, and Garou dodges at the last second. And this is when bro just started getting jumped. This man was having to dodge everything because he was surrounded by 8 people. Then the barrage of arrows comes in. He starts to dodge it, but 2 of them end up landing in his back. So Garou at this point was in between a rock and a hard place because he's at half health having to fight 8 people at the same time. So Death Gatlin told this man, "This your final chance, hoe ass nigga. Surrender now or I'm Swiss cheese in your ass." Well, Garou was like, "Nah, twin, let me just lock in real quick." So this bum ass toad nigga threw his chain and wrapped up his ankle. And homeboy right here threw a massive ball at him. Well, Garou was finally ready to lock in. He counters the ball into the toad nigga, squashing him first. So after he boomed him, the cowboy with the dualies starts trying to up the toolie on Garou. But Garou hits that massive ball again, and it nails that trash ass.
Why was he still trying to shoot if he... Bro, what? Nah, that's his fault. He has so much time to
that fraud ass Arthur Morgan packet. So the ball ends up bouncing off a tree, and it's about to hit old boy in his armor. So he destroys the ball, but Garou used the ball as a feint and just comes
packed
right through it. So he grabs old boy, lifts him up above his head so he takes all the arrow shots. Then bootleg tracksuit Gohan lifts him up.
Damn, I think one of those hit him in the balls. Oh.
Above his head so he takes all the arrow shots. Then bootleg tracksuit Gohan tries to throw some rocks at him. Garou catches them.
You know what's crazy? That's exactly what they're trying to do in like the live action Avatar. Had 8 people throw a little pebble. Bro, I know he has super strength or whatever, but that was I'll take.
Throws them at the archer behind him, putting him on his ass. So after he cooked him, Stinger came in and tried to stab Garou again, but Garou plants old boy in the ground using him as a human shield. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, Mance has already took out half the squad. They don't even know what hit him, but it gets even more wicked from here. Garou digs in the ground, rips up a vine, then uses it to kick the goofy out of his...
What if the vine wasn't there? You feel me? Like, he doesn't have seismic sense, does he? He just know it was there. I know it's kind of a nitpick, but this show is not very believable.
Nigga. So after he sent that goofy ass nigga back to the lobby, he starts running after bootleg Gohan and just starts throwing hands at him. That man Garou was like, "You can't block all day, pussy." So when Bro finally tries to attack, he hits a left to the face side. And Garou just starts raining a barrage of punches on him, beating the literal life out of bootleg Gohan. So while Garou continued to beat on dude, Stinger comes in and tries to hit Garou, but he whiffs and Garou hits him with the counter. Dude hit him so hard he was looking up at the bird.
Oh man. What? Why is everything going white? Oh, damn.
Garou wasn't done. He was like, nah, twin, I'm about to whoop your shit in. He started hitting this man with so many kidney shots. The nigga was floating in midair while getting his back blown out. Oh. Then he saw bootleg Gohan try to get back up. He said, nah, sit your ass down, and sent him into a tree. And bootleg Gohan.
You know what's crazy? This happened to real Gohan in the revival of F arc because Buddy doesn't train, bro. I stopped being like liking Gohan after the Busok. Like, yeah, when most people got off the Gohan train, I was off there too. After the Buu saga, and he wasn't training still, and he got whooped by Frieza. Yeah, bro.
Was done. This man was about as useless as Gohan when he was wearing that damn tracksuit. Bro was straight buns. And Stinger just fell over. That nigga was done. So the last man standing was Death Gatlin. And he was about to up the toolie on this nigga. He uses his final moves, Death Shower, and dumps out every single bullet he has. This man did not care that that random kid was still in that shack either. He just wanted Garou dead. But Garou ended up parrying every single bullet. And this man ran out of ammo. So Death Gatlin was cooked. He tried to run at Garou with a knife. He just gives him a nasty left, sending him flying and putting this fraud-ass Barrett to sleep. And with that, Garou pulled off a second reverse jumping and cooked 8 heroes at once. Wicked work.
Amen, say amen, bro. They should have brought an army. Oh my. And that was crazy. I'm pretty sure those heroes were like rank A and rank B heroes, and they couldn't do nothing against him at like 30% life.
Garou trial. Nah, y'all, this is an easy one. That's a pass, bro. This dude is a menace to society. Like, dude was actively going around here beating people up to the brink of death. Even though he got his ass whooped by these old ass niggas at the end, it doesn't change a damn thing. This dude is a menace to society. Bro just straight beat up 20 heroes on screen for shits and giggles. And he called it hunting. And then Uno reverse caught in 2 jumpings? Like, nah, this YN needs to be stopped. And you know what's crazy? Exhibit C is right around the corner.
Bro, I haven't read the manga, but what I've seen and heard, if the animators don't like really hope for real, they don't get into their bag. If they even see their families once, and it's not for like a serious emergency, like your whole family's in a fire or your whole family got kidnapped and you're the only person who can bring the money, they're not allowed to leave that studio with anything less than a masterpiece. If what I've seen and heard are correct, because the images I've seen about the fight between him and Saitama, if that is lackluster at all, that might start a war. I ain't gonna lie.
So bro is most definitely getting a second trial by the end of the year. So that was one of the easiest passes I've ever done. So hope y'all enjoyed. Have a bootiful day and
yeah, real talk. Have a good day. Peace.